So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today I'm just going to be letting you guys know that the creature vote has now ended for Ark Survival Ascended's first new creature, which will be added to Scorched Earth on day 1 release. There is going to be a huge announcement on Friday the 5th of May, so this Friday in the community crunch with what creature has won. Right now Wildcard know what the winner is and we get the announcement on Friday. It's been a pretty cool creature vote process, and I really hope the one I voted for comes to the game. I'm sure that's the same for you guys, but there also is lots of other ones that I'm still going to be happy with, because to be honest, the whole list is really cool, so I'm not going to be complaining no matter what creature actually wins this vote. But also it's going to be interesting to see out of the community what the most wanted one was, to be honest. Now, we're going to be going through all the information you guys need to know building up to Friday. If you guys do enjoy this, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, as it means so much to me, and let's get in with this. So, in the most recent community crunch, they mentioned the community creature vote. They said, obviously, you had the weekend to vote for which creature you wanted to be added to Scorched Earth. If you didn't know, the Island and Scorched Earth are coming to day 1 on Ark Survival Ascended. The voting ended yesterday at 4 PM Pacific, which for me was like midnight. So pretty much today, the very early was the start of today. And the winner will be announced in the crunch Friday, 5th of May, 2023. Now, as you can see, it was between the Gigantophis. We're going to be going through the creatures just so you guys can have an idea of what is actually going to win. Well, I just had like a yawn and a burp at the same time. Very professional of me there. And then the Giant Moa, Bastion Beetle, Gigantoraptor. Anyway, we'll be reading through it because you guys know these names just don't go very well for me there. The overview of the finalists were here, but we're going to be going through all of them. And as you can see, the voting has now closed in the ranked voting, which is really, it's gone really fast. Like, I didn't expect it to go this fast. And I hope everyone managed to get their votes in. As you can see, once the winner has been determined, we'll be reading through these threads and using them as inspiration for how the creature will be designed. Aspects suggested may change. So a lot of the stuff does stay for the winner. But if there's something a little bit too overpowered or something that might not be good enough, it will be changed. And so don't expect that everything we're reading through in this video is going to be official for the creature. Now, I'm not going to read through the whole post because otherwise it's just going to take too long, and this video will be like an hour and you guys will get very bored, I'm sure. So we just do a quick run through. So as I said, the Gigantophis, the Constrictor, and the Egg Tyrant. So the Gigantophis in history was the first known sea snake. However, the Titanoboa was a constrictor snake in reality. However, Ark turned it into a viper. Why not flip the script? So the Gigantophis will be a massive snake, outgrowing the basilisk easily. They'll be found around eggs of other wild creatures, and they will attempt to consume them whole. Really sounds like a cool thing. I know we have the Titanoboa in the game already, but I don't think that ever stops an idea of having another snake. I know we've got the basilisk as well, but I generally don't think, this will be, I don't think this will be like the worst thing possible if this comes to the game. I think it generally sounds pretty cool, and yeah. I suppose that's, let me know whether you want that to come to the game. And then we have the Giant Moa. As you can see, it's a fast, flightless bird with a small platform saddle. This was, hello survivors, I present you to the Giant Moa, as also known as the Dinornis. Large bird, but fairly small for a platform creature. While it's incapable of flying, it makes up for lost time with its impressive running speed and stamina. It's unaffected by sandstorms and will also protect the rider from effects of the storm and harsh weather. Looks really cool. I love this photo of it, this in-game photo of it, obviously in Ark Survival Evolved. Definitely looks cool with its platform saddle. Will help you get around the map of Scorched Earth, and I definitely feel like it would be a great creature to come to the game. So that was the other one, and then moving on to the third one was the Bastion Beetle, but the desert version. This came very close last time to come to the game. I think it's been in as you can see, popular demand for the last 2 creature votes, and this is now the 3rd one it's been in. And yeah, I wouldn't say no to the beetle either. I think it sounds cool. Look at the concept art of it. Picture of what it could like without the minigun saddle. Yeah, I like that. I wonder where that concept art's come from. I don't know whether they've put it anywhere, but that looks some really cool concept art. So that is the Bastion Beetle. And then when we go over to the 4th one, we have the Gigantoraptor, the ultimate battle nanny. So it returns for another creature contest with the promises of dino/baby management quality of life in ASA, or Ark Survival Evolved Ascended, alongside the theme of the contest being Scorched Earth. This is the ultimate nanny of the Oviraptor, and it fits right in. In addition, the Gigantoraptor was one of the many shelved concepts that Dave Melvin, the old dossier artist, shed quite some time ago, meaning that it was already planned to be added in some way or other into the main game. Wow, okay. So this is what it looks like. Looks massive. Look at the size of it compared to a survival there. It would join the Uties, being a fully feathered medium to large theropod. Yeah, I like the idea of this one. And I thought there was, yeah, some other photos just to give you guys a little understanding of what the Gigantoraptor, and apparently there's a reference here to a well, interesting. There's so many stuff that I forget when I'm reading through these, and I'm like, oh, can't speak. Anyway, next one, the fuzzy jumping spider Trankbola. Now this one, well, also known as the name Jumper, has a really cool dossier. It looks kind of spooky. You can compare it to the size of the raptor there, so it will be a kind of, I thought when I first read this it was going to be a tiny dino, but it is actually quite a big one. As you can see, if we scroll down, here is the jumping spider species that is said to have lived once between 23 and 15 million years ago, and the excitement of that discovery led it to its last name, which is cool. And then it has obviously all of its abilities. I would go through it, but I've already done it in many videos in the past, so this is just a quick run through for what your top 10 are, and now that the voting is closed. And then we have the Gorgonops, a powerful deathworm hunter and weather counter. So massive shout out to the user, the Corn Snake, for his amazing suggestion of its weather effects, so all credit goes to them. Added a dossier. Sorry if it looks rushed, I have very little experience, but still, I don't think that looks bad. I think that looks like a really good dossier. So Gorgonops, being in every single voting, never made it to the game, so I would not be upset if this comes into the game as well. And considering this is meant to be a powerful deathworm hunter, that can make you feel a lot safer when you're traveling on Scorched Earth with your Gorgonops. So can't go wrong. And then we have the this was definitely one that caught my eye, the Phasolasuchus, I think it's called, or Phasolasuchus. Is a rock golem trapper and counter. Really cool artwork. Definitely look at it. This is like comparing the size of it to a survivor there, and then scrolling down, as you can see, it's got an ability which basically you can feed it, like, you know, and the rock golem can go in, and you can basically trap dinos when it's in this like kind of like Star Wars Boba Fett kind of thing, where it's going to fall into the mouth and it can consume it as basically as a bear trap, which I think looks really cool. And I'd think this has got a great shout to come into the game. And look how cool that saddle looks like as well, with the catapults coming off the side. And then we have 3 more. We have the brutal brawler of Scorched Earth. Now this is again a really cool one. Some of its armor can be created as, I don't know whether Wildcard will do this, but because I don't think it's been done that much before, but being able to use the ability of its armor to create your own looks amazing. This is, let's just read through it. So they're generally seen grazing and occasionally sharpening their claws by attacking rocks or trees. They are aggressively territorial against the large carnivores, dinosaurs of Ark, and they become especially aggressive when their herd has babies, attacking anything within their striking distance. Looks so nice. That's kind of the size of it. It can have a platform saddle, or it can have, on its saddle, it can have a little base. It's got really sharp claws to be attacking Rexes, and it's going to be your ultimate battler against carnivores in Ark. And then we have as the final two, the Armadillo Sutures, the Roller Beast of Scorched Earth, now with a dossier. So this kind of gives you an idea of how it's going to work. This thing can roll through structures, roll underwater, all through all terrains, and roll in any direction, even jump while rolling as well. I always said this reminds me of like Ben 10 from back in the day. I don't know whether that I can't even remember the name of what it was from Ben 10, but it could roll everywhere and destroy things. And I generally, again, this one still sounds amazing, so I can't say no to it. It's like a little rolling. I want to actually read what other stuff does it have apart from the rolling effects. I don't know. Oh, right. What is it? Weak to, and then what does it do? It's a big, deadly, and it's big, deadly, and swinging right into your house. The Armadillo Sutures is a burly monster who loves seeing structures go boom. By grappling onto a faraway object with its tongue, it turns into a wrecking ball and pivots its way forward, smashing down anything in its path with brutal force. What more could you ask for when needing a pesky wall knocked down? Sounds cool. And finally, this was in the game. The voting for the last two as well. Ark's Endgame Megaraptor, final revision for Scorched Earth. It is a giant Megaraptor, and they said, "Hello everyone, I'm back again with the Megaraptor." After looking at some suggestions and comments, I tried to give it some things that would make it stand out more from the rest of Ark's carnivorous dinosaurs. I've changed its abilities, updated its dossier, and given it a unique taming method, and gave new mechanics to help fit in line with Scorched Earth. I now present you the revised version of the Megaraptor, and yeah. I like it. Carnivores can't say no to. I know a lot of people recently have been thinking, you know, we've already had the Carcharodontosaurus. Let's see something new. Let's see something different. But I have been a fan of this Megaraptor. I thought it definitely has a good chance. They've even put in information about Ark Fear Evolved as well, of how it can fit in to Ark's Halloween event too. Within the Fury of the Dodo Wyvern as well. So definitely go check these all out, guys. They all sound like creatures. There's not even one, I don't think, that I've gone through that I'm like, that if that comes to the game, I'm disappointed, because I really like every single suggestion here. So go get your votes in. Go get your votes in. It's the end of the voting, Dom. That's what the video's about. You can't get your votes in, but be prepared for Friday the 5th, and Community Crunch, where we find out the official announcement for what's coming day 1 in August for Ark Survival Ascended. Drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon.